Meghan and Harry launch partnership with polemic United States of America trade goods firm Procter & Gamble. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Archewell Foundation has proclaimed a multi-year international partnership with a polemic Yankee trade goods firm. The affiliation with Procter & Gamble can concentrate on gender equality, a lot of inclusive online areas, and resilience and impact through sport. The couple aforementioned they'd be operating to build a lot of compassionate communities because the Sussex's area unit on a mission to bring a lot of just future for girls and girls. But the alliance has raised eyebrows thanks to the company's checkered history, with it being connected to kid and maid labor, animal testing and worth fixing. Even the lady has hit out at the firm antecedently, having concerned it to alter a very sexist dish soap advert once she was simply 11. The Archewell website said, "Archewell Foundation believes that with community, and through compassionate service to others, we are able to unleash general cultural modification. In service of doing this, and building a lot of compassionate communities, Archewell Foundation proclaimed a multi-year international partnership nowadays with Procter & Gamble. It would elevate the voices of adolescent girls to form positive. Their purpose of read and lived expertise is detected at the tables wherever choices are made." The foundation conjointly pledged to figure with men and boys to encourage gender equality. It said, "Together we are going to underscore the importance of partaking men and boys within the drive for gender equity throughout society and encourage shared caregiving reception so everybody within the family will thrive." Aged 11, Meghan wrote to Procter & Gamble to object to discrimination during a dish soap advert including the line, "Mothers Around America area unit fighting greasy pots and pans." She asked them to alter the advert to "People Everywhere America," and also the company after amended the language. She appeared in an interview in 1993, saying she was "furious" at the advert for P&G's Ivory Clear. She added, "When they detected this, the boys in my category started oral communication. Yeah, that is wherever girls belong, within the kitchen." Recalling the letter in 2018, she said, "Truth be told, at 11 I do not suppose I even knew what discrimination meant." She continued, "I simply knew that one thing stricken Pine Tree State internally that was telling Pine Tree State it had been wrong. And mistreatment that as my ethical compass and moving through from the age of 11, at that age I used to be able to modification this business." She added, "It very started the flight on behalf of me to mention, if there was a wrong, if there's a scarcity of justice, and there's indifference, then somebody must do one thing. And why not me?" Procter & Gamble is best famous for owning major brands like Crest, Oral-B, Gillette, Pampers and Tampon. Its Brobdingnagian business portfolio as well as baby, female and family care, beauty, cloth and residential care, shaving merchandise and attention. It reported income in 2019 of $67.7 billion, £47 billion. The Sussexes' move to accompany Procter & Gamble has stunned some thanks to its checkered history. In 2011 the corporate was cuffed with a €211.2 million, £149 million, fine by the EU Commission for a worth-fixing consortium with Unilever and Henkel. Then in 2016 it had been widely criticized following a report by Amnesty International into kid and maid labor. The report aforementioned oil supplier Wilmar International, that provided raw materials to Procter & Gamble, created cash out of kid employees aged 8 to 14. P&G failed to correct Amnesty's report. Animal rights cluster PETA conjointly slammed the firm for its links to the observe of testing on animals. Its semiconductor diode to the corporate asserting in 1999 it might limit doing this to food and drug merchandise, that created up but 20% of its product portfolio. Just 3 years later, in 2002, it once more came certain criticism over adverts incorrectly suggesting to patrons the drug gastric antacid may cure pyrosis during a day. Then in 2017 P&G created headlines for an advertisement known as the Speak as a part of the My Black is Beautiful platform. It shows African American folks reprimand their kids regarding racism through completely different eras. But some blasted it for undershowing mothers reprimand their kids whereas others suspect it of being anti-white. One shocking clip sees a mother telling her daughter the threat of being pulled over by the police, implying she may be racially profiled and killed. The scene was slammed by police officers and police groups in the US for being anti-cop. Most recently the firm was embroiled in a row over a controversial Gillette advert called, "The Best Men Can Be." It was meant to address men's negative behavior but was panned and became one of YouTube's most disliked videos. Harry and Meghan, who plunged the monarchy into crisis with their Oprah interview in March, quit as senior working royals in March 2020. They had wanted to earn their own money and support the Queen. But the plan was unworkable, and would have to lead to accusations they were profiting from the monarchy and sparked potential problems scrutinizing companies they might have gone into business with. A so-called hard Megxi left them free to pursue multi-million-pound deals with Netflix and Spotify. They also set up their foundation, which is a not-for-profit organization and which strives to uplift and unite communities, one act of compassion at a time. Please subscribe, share and like our channel Real Life TV. Please press the bell icon below for latest videos.